Now let's go to Alexander Downer, the former Foreign Minister of this great country, joins me live from Adelaide. Good to talk to you again, Alexander. Look, we've been hearing about Liberation Day for some time, but this is something to see. This is Donald Trump just upending global trade policy.
Yes, this is right. There's no doubt it's a very dramatic day. I mean, it's pretty much what we expected, I suppose, 10% across the board, plus supplementary tariffs on a range of countries. What will upend the global trading system is retaliation. So the European Union is saying it will retaliate, China will retaliate, Canada will retaliate. So this will only make the situation worse. I'm pleased to see that Australia is not going to retaliate by introducing tariffs on American imports. But getting into this tit-for-tat retaliation is going to be very damaging to the global economy, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's a risk that Donald Trump must be aware of. Look, it's playing out big time, of course, in our election campaign. It's bound to. Both leaders on a unity ticket when it comes to what they think of the decision, I suppose. A bit of politics as to who could deal with it best. But Australia's not really a target here of Donald Trump, is it? We've just sort of been collected up as an off-target kill, if you like. Is there any way that we could negotiate our way out of this early, do you think?
Well, certainly not before the election, but after the election, I think whoever wins the election should go to Washington, go to the White House and see if it's possible to negotiate at least some way through here. We obviously want to ensure our beef and wine industries are able to continue to export tariff-free. Although for the wine industry, it will now have a competitive advantage over the European Union with half the tariff that the European Union will have. But I think we need to look to the future. The challenge for the re-elected or new Australian government will be to see what concessions we can get in the next few months once the election is out of the way. And who will be able to do that? Well, I mean, people can make their judgments. My judgment is, Peter Dutton is a very tough sort of guy, and I think he would be a better negotiator than Anthony Albanese.
Must make you wonder, though, given your role in helping to negotiate the US free trade agreement, along with John Howard and Mark Vaile and others, what's the point of it? You get a free trade agreement, a comprehensive one, and Trump just casts it aside.
That's true. It's pretty depressing. We were very excited when we concluded those negotiations on the free trade agreement back in, well, I think it was 2005. And we've seen enormous growth in Australian trade with the United States since then. So it's been a huge success for both countries. And the Americans have a trade surplus with Australia, which has never bothered me much. It's meant that we've been able to import into Australia essential American goods and services without any tariffs, without any taxes, if you like. So it's been good for the Australian economy, so it's disappointing to see this. But the important thing is we don't retaliate and introduce a whole lot of tariffs on American imports. That would be a very foolish, self-defeating thing to do.